Most South Africans dream of building wealth through property investing. Here's the hard truth. Many property investors still lose money when they're trying to invest in property. Here are a few reasons why people lose money. The first thing is you bought the wrong property. You buy the wrong property as an investor if you do not vet the property properly, or perhaps you're just inexperienced when it comes to property investing. And of course, the other issue is time. If you do not have time, that also affects your vetting. And of course, you might rush into some deals where you end up buying the wrong property and you end up with some negative cash flow in property. And the last thing, of course, is no plan. If you do not have a plan in place in terms of how you're going to manage the property, who's going to manage it for you, of course, how are you going to grow the portfolio, and who's going to be helping you with that, then you're going to be in trouble, because property investing is a team sport and you need a lot of support. So think about this for a minute. Finding a really good deal, not a listing, a really great deal of property investments that is actually cash flow positive takes around 120 hours. When are you going to find that time if you're somebody who is full-time employed, perhaps you're running a business, and you are somebody who has family commitments, maybe starting too? It's a little bit unrealistic. And of course, on top of that, imagine what's going to happen after you buy more than one property. There's going to be managing tenants, there's going to be maintenance issues. You're going to get somebody who's going to call you. Your property manager says a door handle has been broken, and they're going to quote you for 1,200. You're going to say, you know what, there's no way I'm going to do this myself. You get a toolbox. On Saturday, you go on site and try to fix this by yourself. But here's the problem. Now you're stuck in DIY mode, okay? Working inside your portfolio. That's where your portfolio gets stalled, and you also end up burning out as an investor, because you have all these other commitments, and now you have a second job, which is your property investments. So without a proven strategy, this is why many people are stuck at one investment property. And if you have two, you're lucky. But the majority of the people are stuck at one investment property because they do not have the strategy and they do not have the support. And this also creates that DIY where you're doing it yourself, which leads to burnout. And I'm sure as I'm describing this is something that you do not want. And if you've experienced this is something that is actually avoidable. At investRand, we eliminate all these things for you. We have a done-for-you solution where we do this entire portfolio management for you, and it all starts with the basic foundation, which is sourcing. And let me explain that. Before you do any successful property investments, the key is to find the right type of investment property. Finding the right type is not finding a listing online. It's actually finding a property that is vetted, that makes sense, and is aligned with your goals. And if you're looking for cash flow, it's actually giving you cash flow. And if you're looking for capital growth, it's giving you exactly that. And that's exactly what we will help you with at investRand. And this takes a lot of time. So that is the foundation. We call it sourcing, because we have to find an investment grade property, vet it, make sure that all the paperwork are in place, make sure that it's aligning with your goals, and then be able to present to you. And when you book this call, that's something that will be discussed with you. But the first thing is understanding your goal, and that is the foundation. So that's what we call sourcing. Sourcing is basically doing the heavy lifting for you. This is finding, vetting, and make sure that you get a cash flow property in the right structure as well. If you're investing in a company or trust or your personal name, it all depends. And we can only figure it out after we discuss your property investing goals. So that's why we do these free sessions that you're going to be booking right now, so we can discuss with you and find out where you are, because different strategies work for different people. So once you find a great deal, that's your foundation, then everything else follows from there. Now imagine this, 12 months from now, wherever you are, you either have a property, maybe you're new, maybe you have a few properties. So what if wherever you are, 12 months from now, you have 2 full cash flowing properties that you have under your portfolio that you don't have today? How would you feel about that? And imagine the stress that comes with the tenants, giving you headaches, etc. Imagine if you had zero of that, because you have somebody who is dealing with it full time from a place of experience. And the last thing is, many people who are getting into the property industry, they're not really property experts. There are people who are experts in the other fields getting into the industry. So that means that you don't even know how you're going to be growing your portfolio. You know how you're going to get in, you don't know how you're going to track it and how you're going to grow it. But what if that's also on autopilot and it was done for you? So that is what we call real wealth on our side, because you have more time, you have less stress, and you can focus on what matters to you, which is your career, your family, and of course your business, while we do all the heavy lifting for you. So this isn't for everyone. That's the reality. You must at least have a minimum of cash available with you of around 70,000 Rand to 100,000. That's usually for the buying costs, transfer fees, and the fees we charge at investRand. So I wouldn't encourage you to book a call if you do not have that. If you do, make sure that you book a call, because that's going to help you to move forward. And it's not just the 70,000, because we promote full ownership. You must also qualify to get a bond if you have a minimum of 70,000 Rand. And if you're somebody who has cash, at least 500,000 will be a good amount to start with. But if you just have 70,000 Rand without qualifying for a bond, it's not a good time. Don't worry, you can stick around. We have a lot of resources that you can benefit from, and you can come when you are ready. However, if you do and you're serious about property investing, make sure that you take the action of booking a call with us. And of course, on the website, we do have other things that you can try out, which is understanding your investor type. You can also discover your financial freedom number as well. After you book a call, you'll get access to those things, or you can also do so on the website. But otherwise, we look forward to working with you. And by the way, I didn't mention that we can do all this work for you, and sourcing is the foundation. So in this call, we're going to be discussing sourcing with you. If you'd like to discuss the option of hassle-free, which is where many investors go to, because sourcing is the foundation. But the default is for you to experience freedom is when you're not doing anything and your portfolio is running on autopilot without you. Then you must make sure that you watch the video after this one that will discuss hassle-free property investing in detail. I'm looking forward to working with you, and I'm excited about this. See you soon.